Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel for a special Star Wars episode, because holy smokers, I pre-ordered this back in December. First I had to see the movie to make sure I wanted to order this, and when it turned out that Rey was a Palpatine, well then I was willing to put money into the Lucasfilm Disney bank, and so I pre-ordered right after seeing the movie the Dark Side Rey Funko Pop. Just get a close-up on the packaging here. It's got a red, sort of a Sith colored red backdrop in there, the right side. Look at the back here. There you've got all the Rise of Skywalker pop figures. I think really the only other one I'm interested in is it's a talking Kylo Ren. And here's the left side. Not too much to the package design here. Okay, so here she is out of the box. See the double-bladed lightsaber, and you have the bobblehead. And there's a lot of details on here, very similar to the Mummy that I had. You can see the detail in the hood, the Emperor style cloak, so to speak. A little bit of the hair visible there in the top. Zoom in on the lightsaber, you can see a lot of detail on the hilt there. Pretty accurate. A little bit bent right out of the box from the factory. Looks a little bit on the short side. But I guess everything of the pop is supposed to be a little bit out of scale. And here in the bottom, made in Vietnam, so at least we don't have to worry about the coronavirus here. And I think the most striking details on this are on the face. That you can see they really have here in the, they've really duplicated the cheekbones and the shadow under there. They have the eyebrows. I don't know if the nose is that accurate, very simplified nose. You have a little bit of this mascara or something. And then you also have a difference in the texture of this cloak, is that the cloak itself is smooth on the back here, but then the front is this, it's got that texture on it like the hood does. And it's very much exactly like what you see in the very short sequence in the movie. And the other hand here, I'm trying to figure out, is that a ring of some kind? So quite a bit of detail, and trying to duplicate Daisy Ridley's face. It's a little more detailed than the typical Funko face shape. a nice bonus you have of the bobblehead. Now, I'm not really a big fan of Funko Pops in general. I rarely buy them, but I get certain special ones, and this is definitely one of them. This is very similar to the situation with the Mummy. I think that was 2017. Basically, there were no other Mummy licensed items put out other than the two Funko Pops, and they didn't even bring out the third one with Tom Cruise. So I got those because I figured this is probably going to be the only official item that's ever put out. So now I hope that we'll see a Black Series Dark Rey, Empress Palpatine, and hopefully several different variations or toys or figures down the line. But for right now, this is the only one I'm aware of. There's a $500 lightsaber hilt you can get online that has the unfolding double lightsaber. It would be nice if it was a little cheaper, but other than that, this is all there is right now of the dark side Rey or Empress Palpatine. It really would have been exciting to have the movie end in a surprising, non-predictable way of Empress Palpatine taking the throne, but you know, Hollywood has to do their way of things, so we end up with about 15 seconds of what could have been. But I certainly was very satisfied that Rey ended up being the Emperor's granddaughter. That's what it should have been. Had she been a Kenobi, a Skywalker, or a nobody, I would not have been dropping the big $9 on this Funko Pop. But I'm gladly parting with the funds now. I think this is, as far as a Funko Pop goes, it is a very detailed one and very much captures that brief appearance of the character, and ultimately could wind up to be the only sort of memento you have of this great moment and great character in cinema history. So I am definitely going to give this 5 stars and greatly encourage Lucasfilm and Disney to revisit the potential of this character, and certainly in the whatever future stories could be told with Rey, there's no question that she would be haunted by the Emperor, and is very much has a tendency to the dark side, so there's a lot that could be done of stories of a dark side Rey in the future, and I hope that we'll see that. So I'm going to go ahead and give this 5 stars. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.